I got a question. It asks, what do I do after a bad day of training, or how do I deal with it in particular? I'll just tell you guys, I've been training for about 12 years now. It is impossible to go 12 years without having some bad days of training. There's going to be days where I come in here and Chewy and some of the other higher belts, they're just kicking my ass everywhere. I can't do anything with them. Maybe I'm moving, I feel like I'm there, but you're not in the mood today. You just can't move, you can't get anything going, your techniques aren't flowing, your body's not flowing. Maybe you take a little break, like a week break, and you come back and you feel like everybody's just excelled way past you, and you're like, I don't know what's going on. If you plan on being in this stuff for the long run, you gotta take those lumps and just keep on moving, because there's gonna be days where you just completely get your ass kicked. And that's part of the sport. And those are the best days. That's where you learn the most. One is a badass when they're fresh, right? You know what you're doing. You're going for your techniques. You're moving left and right. But when you're tired, that's when the technique really starts to come into play. So when I'm tired, it helps me figure out where the holes in my game are and what I need to improve on. So don't look at it like a bad day. Look at it as a day that I need to improve on some stuff. Like, for instance, last Thursday, I couldn't get anything going. Chewy probably submitted me like 6 times, just back to back to back. Then I went with Adam, and Adam was giving me a rough time. I was like, man, I just can't get anything going. And I got a little bit frustrated, but then I remembered I've been doing this stuff for 12 years. A bad day in the gym is better than not coming at all. So I would much rather have that bad day than be looking at it like I didn't even come today. I was lazy. I was on the couch. I didn't give myself a chance to improve. I just sat at home and did nothing. Or if you're injured, maybe you don't get to train. That bad day, someone that's injured, they hurt their arm, their leg, something, they can't train, they're going to be looking at you like, you had a bad day? It's like, come on, dude. You know, those bad days are going to come and they're going to go, so just look at it as a chance to improve. Even if you feel like you're going to do terrible today, maybe you're a little under the weather, that's the perfect time to go train. Now, if you have the flu or something like that, it's a different story. But if you're like, man, I'm tired, I just got off work. I worked a job on night shift. I worked from 9 p.m. until like 12 in the morning the next day, and it was completely terrible. And there would be some days where I'd sleep like 2 hours, but I was like, I still have to get to the gym. I was like, this is my passion, this is what I want to do, and I know that if I am going to improve this sport, then I have to make some sacrifices. If I don't make sacrifices, then I'll never get better in the sport. I'll never get better at anything else. So I was willing to give up some of my sleep just so I could train and get better. And if you really want to get proficient at the sport, that's what you got to do. And it's not always sacrificing sleep, it's sacrificing some time so you can go to these training events, so you can get better, so you can learn. And that's my opinion on what to do after a bad day. A bad day in the gym is better than no day at the gym. And I really appreciate, we just hit 1,000 subscribers, and appreciate everybody who's been liking, sharing all of my content, and I will see you all next time.